Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And they'll run it here. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Get down, get down. You're wide,
They go play action here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Down. Wide,
From the gun, it's Carr. And he rifles one incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
down. 180. 808.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Carr to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Monday, down. Blue 80.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Monday, down. Blue 80. Hey, Raider 2.
On first down, Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Carr under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Bryant with a catch right side. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Boykin on 1st and 10. And the Raiders have got him.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact. From the shotgun, Boykin. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Back deep is Tavon Austin. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. Complete to Bryant. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Martavis Bryant, 83 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So that'll back them up 5. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Come on, let's go. Try it 38.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! What? 90! What? 90!
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. Now Leonard Fournette. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Cut!
On 1st down, Boykin. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now! You ready? 6:37.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Get set. Blue 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move him into a 3rd and 13 here.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now it's Boykin. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
On second down, it's Boykin. Being chased out left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And on the ground they go with a running back. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Monday, down! You wide 88!
And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Get down! You wide 88! Raider 1!
From the gun, Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Martavis Bryant, 82 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
Now Boykin on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Boykin. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
From the gun, it's Boykin. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They'll throw on first with Boykin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go! Try 38! Try 38!
Boykin looking to go to the air again. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on, let's go! What? 90!
Again, Boykin. And some room to work. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Try 38! Try 38!
They'll go option to the short side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go! Try 38!
Second and 10 now. Boykin. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Let's go! What? 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting him off. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Carr now on first down. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, boys, got 4 down. Get down, get down. Blue 80. Check.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Carr. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Here's Johnny Townsend to punt it away. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing here, Boykin on first. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey. Here we go. What? 90.
2nd and 10. It's Boykin again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Again here, Boykin. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Brad 38.
2nd down. Here's an option right. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Brad 38.
Boykin. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. He got 29 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. "15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10.
Down. 185. 187.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
The backup Rob Kelly, his first carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90.
Boykin. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Boykin on second down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! White 90! White 90! Hut!
From midfield now, Boykin. And this one is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, four down. Down! 180!
Carr to throw on 2nd down. It's caught. Mitchell. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hey! Down! 180!
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's Boykin to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one goes for 24 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go! What? None!
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
On 2nd down, here's Boykin. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go! What? None!
They'll run the option right here on 1st down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. To throw is Boykin. Got some real estate inside the 30. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
To give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Boykin steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, we get set. Blue 80.
To throw his Carr. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Down. Blue 80.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Carr. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
Boykin on 1st and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Dumps it off to Fournette. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. What? 9.
On 1st down, Boykin. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. What? 9.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Boykin. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Here we go. White, 90. White, 90.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
On 2nd down, it's Boykin. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Boykin. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line for defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. In for the score. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Let's go. White, 90. White, 90.
On the give, this is their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Boykin. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Boykin. Dancing to his left. Runs through the contact. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter. as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Now Austin. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Get set. 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Monday, down. 180. 734.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he fends him off. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And now out come the Jags. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Let's go. White 90. White 90.
From the shotgun, Boykin. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
On 1st, and now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
This time, Boykin looks to throw. Being chased out left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now Boykin on first down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Brand 38.
They'll throw on first with Boykin. The open man is Westbrook. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
Now it's Boykin. Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Boykin looking to go to the air again. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Ohio. Let's go. What? 90.
Boykin escapes, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Here we go. What's up?
And they take a knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Raiders, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.